Welcome everyone. Today we're doing another kinda ASMR video because I am once again about to lose my voice. I did actually lose it for a couple days and it's incredibly frustrating to me because I want to chat to everyone about everything, even if I can barely talk above a whisper. Like, my family and friends get so frustrated and ask me if I like being sick, ironically of course, because they want me to rest my voice, but I just have so much to say. Especially when there's new people around, because they haven't heard all my silly little adventures yet and I can trick them into sitting through a japping session. Anyway, that's enough introduction. You're here to see me draw Artfight attacks, so let's get on with it. I will put the usernames of the OC owners here, so you can check them out and attack them if you like. So for starters, I must say that for some reason, I'm starting to really like furry art. Drawing a full body still feels intimidating, but I'm slowly but surely getting used to it. This is As, or Ace by the way. He is a furry but more on the animal side, kinda anthropomorphic I would say. And so I decided to go the easy route and draw a headshot. He has this cool color mix of blacks and browns and blues that make it a very aesthetically pleasing character to look at. And I also love the big fluffy ears. His fur pattern reminds me of a calico cat, but he's definitely a dog type of furry, I think. I don't know, I found that most of the time furries are a mix of several animals, so they don't have to make a lot of sense in regards of species, attributes, and that kind of stuff. Here's the finished piece, and with it, my first revenge. Next we have Eclipse, another furry, shocker. Although this time I can't say what animal she's based on. She looks kinda like a half cat, half goat thingy to me, but not quite. Her owner didn't want any changes to her looks or colors, but did allow outfit changes, so I googled a nice reference pic and drew her in that pose. Also playing with her Tamagotchi, or trying to, because like Ambito she only has 2 fingers on her hands and feet, so I imagine that grabbing things could be somewhat of a challenge for her, especially considering she likes to play games. For the outfit, it said that her style went from modern goth to pop, so I looked over some similar outfits that wouldn't clash with her design. And even though it's a bit simpler than the outfits I saw, I think it's just enough to not feel like it's too much. On to our next revenge, and I'm still going strong with the furries. This time I wanted to do something funny, just a silly little drawing, you know? So this is Ice. And in all the references I saw, they were smiling and having a good time, so in my mind I was like, what if Ice small? You know, what if it was a teeny tiny small little baby? And so that's the thought process behind this. There's no deep meaning, just memes. I love how the expression turned out with the little drops of drool flying everywhere and the contrast between the more realistic hands and the silly willy tiny version of eyes on them. And here's the finished piece. Next up, we have a full-on dragon called Inferno. And she is a royal guard, and according to her description, she is 3/4 fire dragon and 1/4 sand dragon. So that's why some parts are golden while the rest is red. Honestly, it was a bit hard for me to get out a lot of details because the reference was only one picture of a traditional drawing, so I hope the owner doesn't get mad at me for taking some artistic liberties. Just to be safe though, I went the chibi route. Well, that and the fact that I didn't want to draw a bazillion scales all over her body. Like I said in my Artfight videos, you don't have to draw a reference sheet with lots of poses and expressions, especially if there's not much time left for Artfight to begin. But I do recommend adding some text describing special features that might be hard to see, and especially the color palette of your character. Some people have gotten very upset about artists changing the colors of their characters, and while I do know there has been some blatant whitewashing and blackwashing with a clear bad intention, I know there must have been also some misunderstandings here and there. I'm not saying racism doesn't happen, I'm just pointing out that human error also exists and shouldn't assume that others have a bad intention against us. If they do though, go protect your babies, of course. Anyway, here's a little chibi baby dragon ready to fight you with cuteness. Yes, this one is another cutie. Its name is Lullaby, a lucky Pokemon that I think will bring fortune your way, but it's very hard to find. You can try to lure it with some coins though. It looks like a round froggy on top of a lotus flower with a golden coin, and I like to think that whoever steals its coin will live in absolute misery until they give it back, so don't be greedy. Look at it, I wish I was as tiny so I could ride a flower down the river too. Looks like a lot of fun. Next we got Meepy the Gemstone Cat. I was actually eyeing some other characters Inspire Mary had up for grabs when this little guy caught my eye. Something about tiny round characters speaks to me because boy, my mind was set on this cat. So the lore is that people's hopes and dreams turn into crystals somehow, and these cats take those crystals and carry them on their body. I don't remember where they take them, but they put the crystals somewhere where they can grow and become true over time. And I thought that it was such a nice job to have. I drew Meepy in action with a little tie because they must be professional on their job, and lots of crystals on their back. It's only fitting too because I belong to the crystals team this year. And thus our working kitty is done. So this is one of the few quote-unquote humans that I drew, and when I say human I mean anatomically, because they're actually Ruben the water elf. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but the thing is, they can breathe underwater, but not salt water. And as it happens, Ruben loves sharks, but has never seen one. And my mind immediately went back to Katy Perry's Super Bowl performance, where the left shark meme was born, and it was all set from there. I like to think that he will have been just as good at it as the original. And last but not least, we got Sylvia, a human set in a zombie universe that was bitten but is somehow kinda immune. So she's a half zombie but still human. So why are you not seeing a human on screen? Because Sylvia loves rats and she turned into a half zombie, but what if she turned into a full rat instead? And I didn't think much further than that. The rules said nothing against it and I draw what I want. Plus, it's just so funny to imagine that she will be super excited to be able to chat with her rat pals. So those are my attacks so far. Here on screen I'm showing all the attacks I have gotten so far, and I want to say a big thank you to everyone who attacked me. You are the best. Speaking of the best, at the time of recording this video we are at 198 subscribers. So I made a poll for you to choose how to celebrate this achievement. I thought I will have more time to properly celebrate 100 before we reached the next goal, but it seems I took too long, so let me know what you will be interested in by voting on the community post linked below. Thank you so much once again for watching all the video to the end, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye! Now I can finally go rest my voice properly.